Hello again, welcome back to the Unloved JDM channel. So today this is actually a little bit of a weird video. A little while ago, some of you may have noticed, I put this green barn find leaker of ours up for sale. And things got complicated from there. Essentially what happened was loads and loads of people messaged me about it. Yes, it was cheap when I put it up. I hadn't really used it, it wasn't getting used, and realistically that's not changed. The downside of it is what happened next. So in this video, there's a collection of clips that I'm going to show you now, because this is what happened before I decided to sell it, tidy it up and do a couple of little jobs on it, and I'll cut to those from this point. Even though I got really attached to this car from getting it, it's actually sat around and rarely gets used, if I'm honest, since the Subaru came back. But before it can go anywhere, there's a few things that I need to do to it, which is what I'm going to start addressing right now in this video. First things first, if you remember seeing, or if you're a long time subscriber, you will remember seeing, hopefully, when the car got hit and run damage on the rear quarter. That's the first thing we're going to deal with, because if you remember watching the video, I repaired the panel, I primed it, and that's as far as it ever got, and that was some time ago now. So what I'm going to do right now, today, is I'm going to paint this rear quarter, hopefully blend it back in a little bit, get rid of the grey, and maybe even lose a few of the little marks and stuff that go into the bumpers that someone kindly left me. If that was you, thanks. Right, the reason this is going is, if you saw the other videos, the GT, the white one that we got from Copart, is actually going to be staying a little while, so it's kind of going to replace this one's purpose, and the other one kind of suits me more, and this is far too clean for me to mess around with and cut up and whatever else I want to end up doing with it. So we're going to start by doing that. And there's a few little issues to address. It's just been MOT, so if anybody is looking for one of these things that's really, really clean, this could be the one for you. By all means, send me a message on Instagram or Facebook. Links are below, and let's get to it. Right, quite a long time later, car is now bagged up, masked off where it needs to be masked off. We've scuffed this panel back where it needs to be, and just needs to be cleaned before paint, and then I think we can start mixing some colour. What I'm planning to do is sort of blow it into this sort of corner, and blow it in that direction as well. So we've got to mask these two scratches while I'm there. I don't know if you can see those on camera, but there is two scratches. So I'm hoping to primarily obviously work there, and then try and blend across all this. We'll see how that works out as we go. Right, well that was done last night. The air's cleared in here a little bit now, so that actually looks pretty good. I'm quite happy with that. It's not grey and it's not crashed into. So we'll move on and do the next bit. So that's how it went at that point. And at that point it was in a condition that I was quite happy with. Drove it about a little bit. I don't dislike the car, I just don't use the car. I've kind of made a decision that the only ones that are realistically staying long term are the two Subarus, obviously my blue one and my silver one, and the Skyline, and anything else long term isn't really going to be around forever, whereas those three are. So again, I put it up for sale. This was, I don't know, maybe 6 weeks ago, something like that. Long story short, somebody bought it, somebody came for it, had it for probably 5 minutes, and then had a little issue with the fuel pump. I brought it back, fixed it for him, and then he took it away, and he got probably 10 miles about of Scarborough, and for whatever reason the top radiator hose that must have been perished at the time actually gave up and let go. So I was a little bit gutted more than anything about that entire situation, and it kind of put me off even touching or dealing with the car, because I bought it back. Essentially I just said, you know, whatever, I'm not too worried about it. I put it on my street and kind of forgot I had it, even though I looked at it every day and went, maybe today. Long story short, got into today. I've gone to it today. I've put a radiator into it, a brand new radiator, brand new top hose, refilled it, and we've got it running perfectly fine now. But I'm a little bit, I don't know what the word is. Part of me doesn't want to get rid of it. Equally, it does not get used whatsoever, so it's a massive shame. It's that thing again of, if I had unlimited storage space, somewhere safe, somewhere indoors, it might be a different story, but at this point in time, it's not viable realistically, or any sort of purpose to keep, let's say. So that's where we're at right now. So at this point, I think I will put it back up for sale again. As you probably know if you know this car, this is a really clean thing. There's a couple of bits on it, obviously, minor bits of rust and stuff like that, but realistically it's a clean car. Even when it got hit before, when it was hit and run, it was never like written off or anything like that, because I just fixed it myself. Again, if you're a long time viewer to this channel, you'll know that already. But that's kind of where I'm at the moment. As I say, new radiators in it, new top hoses in it, and as nice as it is, I just don't have a purpose for it. So I think realistically, if you are interested in it, just send me a message on Instagram or Facebook. But I think it'll also be going on Marketplace as well, the usual kind of outlets for this kind of stuff. I've got a lot planned for this year, ultimately, and at the moment my time is just getting thinner and thinner on the ground, so to have it is really pointless, essentially. So that's my sort of plan for the moment. So I'm going to enjoy it for the rest of today. I'm going to go use it and just make sure it's perfectly fine before it goes anywhere this time. I was confident it was last time, but obviously, quite frankly, I was wrong. But now, there we go. I've been through it, I've tested it at least. So, in the meantime, as I say, if you are interested, drop me a message. If you want to see what happens going forward with this year's plans, most of which I can't reveal at the moment, just keep an eye on it, subscribe, make sure you're there, and you'll soon see. In the meantime, thank you very much for watching. As I said, make sure you are subscribed, and I'll see you again in the next one.